Hi guys, today I'm bringing you a warm-up activity that I learnt years ago when I was on prac as a counselling student, and I was working with an art therapist, and it's essentially a scribble drawing that you find the shapes and you see what emerges from it. So you can close your eyes, scribble on a piece of paper, a bit like Mr. Squiggle in the old days, and just see what happens. It's a great tool to get your creative juices flowing and really just kind of check in with yourself and see what's going on in your mind and in your heart for that day. So I really hope you enjoy. So here I'm just doing my initial scribble, and you can see like there's a bird emerging, and I'm sort of developing that, and this emerges into an owl. So I'm just putting in my little lines. I've used just a 6B pencil for this process, and I've pressed quite hard with it. So I'm adding colour with Inktense pencils, and you know, I can later on I put the wash over it. So Inktense are essentially, you know, a watercolour pencil, so you can really lay down like your colours. So you can see these little owls developing. It's really interesting to me to watch this because they're two birds, and one of them I fade out into the background, and you know, when I look back on it I sort of think it's almost like a presence on your shoulder kind of a thing, you know, a subtle presence, like a spirit or something. If you're that way inclined, you know that doing art like this can really give you a lot of insight into what spirit is saying to you if you think in those sort of terms, which I guess I do. And yeah, often sometimes, you know, it's just when you look back on something you can see the meaning and get the meaning from it. It might not be in the moment, so don't overthink it. You know, the main thing is it's just a bit of a way of getting what's inside your mind and your heart out onto paper and accessing your subconscious and your unconscious mind. And you know, this tool is really used a lot in art therapy, so yeah, it's very much accessing that part of you. So I'm just putting on the ink wash here with my inks, and the colours, and I'm just working it out. So what I'm doing here is I've got an old book and I'm doing some poppies on that because I feel like, you know, that it needs to be sort of framed with these flowers, and so I'm putting them on. One thing as well, you know, when you just take notice of the images and the pictures that you're really drawn to, because they offer insight into, you know, a lot of your unconscious mind, and you know, your spiritual journey as well offers insight into that. So just take notice of that. And yeah, I'm putting on my little flowers. Here I'm using just some outlining, so you know, it's very open-ended when you develop these things. Like, just use mixed media, whatever you've got on hand you can use, and it's really absorbing. Like, you can you'll find that time will run away from you when you do activities like this, because you get very absorbed in it. See, blending in the bird and the landscape, but I still want to make it so that you can just make it out like a spirit. That's just how it happened. These are my little watercolor palettes. These are great. Just for, they've got the same sort of intensity as the Inktense, and they allow you to get a broad surface. Oh, that one back there, that is a paint pen. It's a white paint pen, and I've enjoyed using them because they bring back the brightness and the lightness that this drawing was quite heavy. It needed something bright and white, and they work really well. So paint pen, and I think they're oil based, but you can put them over the top of your watercolor or whatever. And I'm just putting in, he's obviously a snowy owl, so I'm putting in the white on his face. It's like my tattoo, I've got a snowy owl. Just putting some white flowers in there. I love these little pops of freshness. But yeah, just so much fun. You just develop your own style in it. It'll be your own journey, this little art activity. Just finishing off with a bit of black. And I've kept in like the squiggly lines, and it's weird looking at it. There was at one point you can almost see like an eye in it and different shapes. So yeah, it becomes really, quite interesting what comes out of just letting yourself freestyle like this. That's an art liner, like it's quite a thick one. Finishing off. There he is, my owl with poppies. I hope you enjoyed that activity, and as always, leave any comments or questions below in the comments if you're on YouTube or on my Facebook page. And I just really encourage you, be creative and just embrace the process. And God bless you. Bye.